going on, everyone? Welcome to the Power of I Am. I am Eric. I am all that is. I am love. I am perfection. I am always chosen. I am everyone's top priority. No one is better than me. No one compares to me. Claim it. All right. I want to talk about something I keep hearing and needs to be addressed. Right? Needs to be addressed. And like people who like don't think this works, where they automatically strip their power if they go into it like that, will use this, right? Will kind of use this to discourage others. But you don't understand fucking consciousness and how reality works. That's why you don't have success with it. In fact, you're never not fucking manifesting. You're doing it your entire life. So if you can't go back in your life and, you know, be self-aware and see where you were before certain things in your life happened, before certain behaviors changed in your life, before someone flipped on you, before certain things, reality shows you who you are. And like I've always said, sometimes you may not think these particular things, but you were the identity it would happen to. Right? But anyway, what do you want to talk about, Eric? What do you mean? I want to talk. Remember, I have a very popular video. It's an older one, but I've been inspired as of late to make a part 2. And you know, again, this is a big month of materialization for me, so I'm just gonna do it in the car. You know what I mean? There's scripture to back all of this up. But hey, maybe I'll make a part 3. Right? Give me another reason to make this video again, because something tells me I will need to make this video again. What to do when nothing is happening? You know what the problem is with that statement? You shouldn't even be fucking aware of it, because you just are. That is something that someone who didn't fully accept how this game works thinks, or who doesn't understand that they're being manipulated and overrun by their old awareness and who they used to be in the logical mind, the left hand. We do not let the left hand know what the right hand's doing, like the Gospel of Thomas says. Right? Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you are ever saying nothing is happening, you are not it right now. That's it. If you're ever telling yourself that, you need to immediately shift back to already having it. That is one of the tricks of the old. Like I said in my other video, when nothing is happening, actually everything is happening. A lot of people give bad meaning to stillness, which stillness is the most powerful place to be in, remaining the same. If reality shows you who you are and reflects identity, right? Reality is reflecting identity. Don't you think remaining the same is in your best interest? Because then it'll continue to flow. Remember my painting, guys? I fucking created a Picasso. I was being Bob Ross for a day just for you. Do you think nothing is happening looks like the long, steady stroke? The next best stroke? Or does it look like the 2-year-old watercolor painting? Where is it? You go into it, I don't know how to explain this. It's your consciousness. As consciousness, how the fuck could you sit there and be like, where is it, and expect something to happen? Expect something to be there. Reality reflects your internal state of being. So if it reflects your internal state of being, then if you're expressing anything internally or agreeing with it, you hear these thoughts in your head. If you're agreeing with it, you're expressing, I don't have it within me. It's absent. I'm aware it's not here. Now, if I'm aware it's not here, how's the physical plane going to show its materialization on the external? Everything that you know to be true, everything that's within you is what's materialized on the external. And you got to remain there. So what is happening? Like, can you guys got to be a little, people who say this, you got to be a little more self-aware. Right? You got to take responsibility and basically overcome who you used to be. You got to basically tell the monkey mind to fucking fuck off, because it only understands what has already happened, not what you want to happen. It's tied to what's already here. It needs the proof. It needs the evidence. Right? That's all it understands. So if that's the case, and you accepted how reality works, cause and effect, mental plane to the physical plane, all that means the outside will never show it to me as long as I fucking need it to. Because you're expressing, I need it, I want it. That implies you don't have it. Absence. So you got to remain in that awareness. And a lot of things, people, this is attached to time. Time. This is attached to time. Whenever someone says, well, it's been this long. It's been since July, bro. It's been following since July. Nothing's changed. Everything. to me, when I hear the time stuff and can we speed it up, you know what that means? You know how I translate that? Neediness. I need. Nothing's going to materialize as you need it. As I need it. Just say it anyway. I don't give a fuck if you feel like you need it. Say it anyway, like my last video. Just stick in the mind, in the conscious awareness of the version of you that already has it. Right? Especially to those that have been trying, because there is no trying, it's just now, for so long. So they're basically choosing the experience of trying over and over and over again. There is no trying. You're just it or you're not. It or you're not, guys. That's it. I'm it or I'm not. There's no going back. That's why I created the video. This guy's the fastest driver I've ever seen. That's why I created the video shadow, like face to face with an old God, to literally observe yourself so you know what you're up against. You're only facing you. And then that voice in your head is going to try to convince you, maybe we should make an adjustment. We don't make adjustments. We just remain. With stillness. That's it. We're not doing anything wrong. If we say we're doing something wrong, then we're choosing the experience we're doing something wrong. Stay the same. Peace. Peace. There's a reason why scripture, our awareness says so many times, peace be with you. Right? I got to make a separate video on this. Peace be with you. Your identity is telling you that. It means telling you to calm the fuck down and stop trying to figure shit out and just remain still. What do you got to lose? Especially if you keep experiencing the same thing. It's because you're not being any different. You're not changing internally. Peace be with you. And then people become peaceful, they become still, and then that feels wrong. Well, this guy, I gotta be doing, nothing's happening. It's very quiet, nothing's happening. I feel like I gotta make an adjustment. Okay, so now you gotta make an adjustment. What does that mean in awareness? You don't have it. You don't have it. I probably mentioned this before. I mentioned in my live stream for the members. I'll share it with you guys. I might have already said it before, but I don't care. Listen to it again. Right? So, repetition helps, right? But anyway. It's not good. Alright, so I always tell people, you don't accept what the external shows you. If you don't agree with it, you don't accept it. You describe it as if it's already the way you would like it to be, and that's it. Or not the way you don't want it to be, not the way 3D is showing you. And I always tell people, and you can check my old live streams, maybe some old videos, or my most recent live streams. I always teach people, do not accept rejection, because you don't know how things are going to unfold. You're not infinite intelligence. That's your tag team partner that a lot of people refuse to tag in. They love getting their ass kicked, right? They love getting their ass kicked by the circumstances, and then you got fucking this infinite intelligence trying to tag in and wipe the floor with your opponent, but you're like, nah, I gotta figure it out myself, bro. But anyway, so I've literally practiced what I preach, because you don't know what's gonna happen, and the people who listen to me actually experience this. So, I got a new house, right? I'm in a new house now, but around a little bit before August 5th, I got denied it, and I made a mistake, and I'm gonna share the mistake I made. So everything was so easy, right? Everything was so easy. Saw the house, basically mine, they're going to finalize it, boom, done, right? I'm not going to share my mistake quite yet. So then, I didn't hear from the guy, so I reached out, because I already put my notice to vacate, right? My current place, put my notice to vacate. He's like, oh, sorry, man. They chose someone else. They went with another applicant, right? And I laughed immediately. And it was a text message. He sent me a text. So, one, I didn't reply to the text, because why would I reply to something and put my energy into something that has nothing to do with me? I am source energy. Everything needs my light to continue existing, right? And this time I knew I was different from who I used to be almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whatever. That would have spiraled. I said, does this fucking guy know who I am? The house is already mine. They already fucking chose me. I don't know who these other people are or person, but either they're going to change their mind, they're going to back out, they realize they're going to make a mistake. Either way, it's not up to me. I just know it's mine, boom, done. My ego that tries to protect me was like, hey, Eric, we got to find a place now, because, and I talked to it like a separate entity, because we got to vacate, and now we don't have a property. And I was like, no, I don't have to fucking find a new place, because I literally just said it's mine. So why would I have to? I don't have to. It's already mine. Anyway, 3 days later, I get a text, hey, Eric, the house is available again. Want it? House is mine now. Boom, done. That's simple. House is mine now. That happened with YouTube monetization. They denied me 6 times, right? Ended up accepting me the 7th time. Because I stayed the same. stay the same. Other people with jobs that get denied with jobs, I tell them, do not accept rejection. Because you don't know if someone changes their mind, they back out, they say these things, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, wow, hey, it's available for you. Hey, we found something better. Pays you more. Right? You don't judge by outer appearance, you judge with righteous judgment, you stay the same. Right? So, that looked like nothing was happening. And you know what, you want to know how the mistake I made? I wondered. I said to myself, because everything went so smoothly, you know what? I wonder if someone else wants the house. Now I say, if you fucking wonder, then you're basically telling reality I don't have the result I want when I'm the one who's supposed to be deciding, what I have and don't have. Right? Hold on, guys. Oh, look at this. This is like old school. This is like old times. Eric's backing into spaces. You know? Brilliant. Alright. You guys come along for the ride, guys. Come along for the ride. Anyway, I said, I wonder if someone else is going to want this house. And you know what happened? Someone else was chosen. Right? Someone else was chosen. So, I always say, take this out of your vocabulary. Never say I fucking wonder, because you're the one that decides it. So every time you say I wonder, you're basically saying, hey, I don't have the outcome I want within me. I don't know. Reality says you don't know. That means you don't have. Here you go. Here's the result you didn't want. Because there's always the implication. Whenever you say I wonder, you always know the answer you want and the answer you don't want. So if you don't give yourself the answer you want, it's going to give you the answer you fucking don't want. I just gave you proof of that, right? Never say I wonder. Never say I can't. Never say I want, I need, if it's meant to be. All those strip your power away. So what to do when nothing is happening? Really think about it. You should never be aware nothing is happening, because you decided this is you now. Like Christ says, who do you say I am? You think Christ says, I'm only this on a Tuesday. I'm only this if I listen to a subliminal. Peter, before you walk on that water. Peter, before you do that, make sure you repeat this 75,000 times. No, you just are. You just are. When it comes to mind, you remind yourself it's that way now. You describe things as if it's already the way you would like it to be. Stop making it difficult. Stop wondering. If you are thinking those thoughts in your head, oh, where is it? It's been this long. That implies a need. That implies it's not here. How can you expect it to be outside of you? How can you expect reality to show that you have it on the external? If you're still holding the sense of need internally, you're still aware, you're not accepting how reality works. There's 3 levels of attachment. I'm going to say it as fast as possible because I got to go in the gym and work out. Eric, how do I not need it? This is ridiculous. How do I not need something I need? I got bills to pay. How am I going to pay this? Well, that point in time doesn't exist yet, so it's an imaginal act. All you have to do, instead of saying, how am I going to pay this fucking in October, you could just say, it's paid off in October. It's paid off. Actually, it's paid off. Both are imaginal acts, no proof of either, but you're choosing to give yourself in the now moment that the infinite intelligence only understands now, because it's not attached to this linear timeline. It's not attached to the third dimensional rules and laws. So you're basically saying, hey, I don't have it now. Please, I don't have it now. But anyway, three ways to detach. 1, have the highest self-concept you can imagine. Exaggerate. To get to the point where you feel so high in yourself, you're going to feel like you don't need shit. That's 1. Give it to yourself in a relaxed state. With the conscious mind's asleep. The more you keep giving it to yourself that way, the mind does not know the difference between the two, the inner and the outer. Like Christ says, heaven is both inside and outside of you, but if you consume the outside, you bring the dead back to life. That's why Christ fasted for 40 days. He was fasting from the external circumstances. The more you keep giving it to yourself, the more you're going to be like, you know what? I feel like I kind of have this already. I don't even feel like I got to do anything. And then again, it's not about doing anything. It's about who you are when things are happening to you, how you respond to them, how you see it, what mindset are you looking at, what meanings and perceptions are you giving things, because it better be the same perception as the identity you chose to be, because then that's contradiction. You can't say I have this, I'm the man, this. Where is it? And then finally, the number 1, which is the easiest one to detach, is fully accept how the game works, as within, so without. That'll be done on earth as it is in heaven. If you fully accept that, of cause and effect, and you can't change an effect with effect, well, wow, the 3D can't fucking offer me anything. You gotta be shitting me. The 3D can't offer me anything, so what the fuck am I ever looking for? And then if I go look for it, I'm immediately in the now moment saying I don't have it. So if I don't say I have it right now, it can't serve me for anything. That's why Christ says, why you keep looking for the living amongst the dead? The 3D's the dead. A lot of people will look for me, but they'll never find me because they're looking outside of themselves instead of internal for the truth. And then guess what? When you accept that, you don't need it. You don't need broken ATM machines. You don't need fucking things that don't serve you. You never hang around things that don't serve you. So then you're always in a state of not needing. If you're always in a state of not needing, then you should never be aware it's not here and nothing is happening when you're the one that decides everything is happening. It's your awareness. You should never, how do I speed this up? That's a state of need. Time is need to me. So just be it. What do you got to lose? You can't change the outside. It's a script. It's going to keep playing out. You got to be aware of the new one. You got to be aware of the unseen, which is the definition of manifestation, is being aware of something and knowing it to be true without proof of evidence, and then not giving a shit if you see it out there because you already have it internally and it can't show it to you anyway. So be self-aware. If your old awareness ever starts saying, well, hey, nothing's here yet, immediately shift back. No, I have everything. No, everything is happening. Everything is a choice. How you feel, the difficulty level, what this means, what that means. I feel stuck. I feel this. Watch my Edit Onto You video. Everything is coming from you guys. All right, I got to run. I love you all. I know you're going to have a great day, but just in case, I'll assume it to be great.